Aloha, aloha. We are a little group today, but still we will explore this exciting topic around decision. And I have made a little presentation ready for us. And before we start the presentation, I have a little homework, or not homework, thinking work before we start, and that is two questions. Do you have any big decisions that you need to take or would like to take in the near time in front of you? Maybe right now, or maybe 1 week from now, or a month, a big decision. Please write down if you have, or think about a big decision you have to take or would like to take. And second, what small decisions do you need to take or would you like to take? That could be today, or it could be next week, or whatever. But try to separate what is a big or very big decision and what is a small decision. Separate that and do your best to come up with some examples. At least one. That would be good. And also to you, Annette, that are sailing in the boat, you probably have some small decision or big decision to take also when you are sailing. But at the same time you are sailing your boat, maybe you have time to reflect about your life. I know some people when they are sailing, they're only concentrated about sailing, and sometimes they think about life. So when you have done that, what is the difference inside you between making a big decision and making a small decision? What is the difference inside you around that? And okay, so since we're a little group, instead of writing in the chat and all that, why not share at the present moment what came up? And if nothing is coming up, it's also okay. But who's willing to share? I think we only have Gary and you to share, because Annette is not able to join online. So who will start?
I guess I'll start then. So some of the small decisions I'm making is marketing, how to market my book, upcoming book. Just, things like formatting and what to do, where to go, decisions on how the website's going to look like, all these small decisions. And probably the biggest decision, I think, is whether I should move. That's one of the things I'm considering.
Wow.
So what was the other thing? What's the difference between the two?
What is happening inside? Because maybe something different inside around the decision making when it's small, or what do you feel? What do you feel the differences between the two things?
Well, I think the major one has to do with the fact that it's going to take much more effort on my side to make it happen.
Yeah.
It's getting rid of a lot of stuff over here and then actually making the move, because I'm not going to take very much with me. So it's not like just moving across town, So.
Yeah. It makes sense. What about you? Again, now I will not start saying your name because now I have forgotten how to say it again. So please, please help me, rescue me.
Oh. For me, I don't have any big decisions coming up, and I guess the small decisions will be on doing the daily stuff that I have been doing. Yeah, so yeah, that's all. There's nothing going on in my life right now.
So you don't have some big ones at the present moment. That's what you say.
Yeah.
But imagine or go back to some of the big decisions that you have made in the past. What is the difference between making a big decision and a small decision?
I think when I make big decisions, I will give more thoughts to the whole thing, like what are my, but I will consider if I have the budget for it or things and things like that. But small decisions, I just make them on the spot, like in seconds, like yes, no, things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. And Annette, I know you're not able to join online, but do you have something you want to write? I don't know if you're able to do that. So you're welcome to do that. I think we also will explore this topic by acknowledge that fear will sometimes come up when we have to take decisions. We have to explore that a little bit also. And I suppose, at least from my part, when it's big decisions, the fear is or could be bigger than small decision. We are more into our comfort zone when we take small decisions. It's easy. We know what to do and all that, but the big decisions, we are either a little bit or far out of our comfort zone. So that's definitely one of the things I want to share as the big difference. Because when the fear is coming up, it can actually stop ourselves to actually do it. Before we have taken the decision, the fear will take over and stop us. But we will explore that later. I have planned a little PowerPoint or presentation, and sometimes I will go out of the presentation and we will talk a little bit about the things. So I will go to the sharing. I have to find out how to make this bigger. Here, be with me. It will come. Can you see the presentation now?
Yeah.
Okay. And I will start to say, yeah, Gary, you know me, and maybe you all, but I'll say some few words before I start about my own journey, because like Gary, I'm also working on a book at the present moment.
Danny? Vil du slå den på standby? Til venstre her rundt om de her. Og så her, der
I mute Annette. So I will start with a little introduction here. Like Gary, I am also working on a book, and that's 60 years hunt for success, recognition, adventure as part of it. And on that journey, I meet different people on the way. And you maybe know some of the people that I meet during my lifetime, and that have been exciting. But in the corner, down, you can see Ken Honda. And today we will concentrate the talk about True Wealth, the new story or the new book from Ken Honda. And I also use this introduction to say that I have met many, many exciting people during my journey around the world. So some of them are more authentic or more appealing to my way of, oh, I like that mindset, or I like that way. And one of them that have been really like on the top 2, top 3 list, and maybe even at the present moment, number 1, that's Ken Honda. By meeting his energy and his message, I could feel inside this is resonating with my belief on what I would like to work on. So that's a part of why I also share this. Because I want to master, I want to be better working with happy money mindset. So, and also the content from the new book that we will look into. Today, we will not look into Happy Money, the book, the bestseller book. We will look into the new book, True Wealth. So, I don't know if you all have received the new book, True Wealth, by mail, but there's 9 chapters, 9 letters in the book, and last Saturday we were actually exploring synchronicity, and today we will look at decision, chapter 2, and all the next couple of Saturdays I will take 1 chapter at a time. And I will say already that this is my own interpretation also. So maybe I say something during the presentation where, oh, Ken have not said that. So forgive me about that. It's because I share my interpretation about the chapters and share some of Ken's knowledge as I receive it. Okay. Especially for the people that join and see this video presentation as replay, I will tell you that there's an open European group, Facebook group, that you can join, Ken Honda Happy Money European Open Group, and it's free, and everyone is welcome, also people outside Europe. And that's where I will do also some activities. We have 426 people in that group at the present moment. So that's one thing. The other thing is, if you want to go deeper with the message, deeper with Ken Honda's message, and you can go to kenhonda.com and you can be part of the community, Arigato Living Community. In that community, you have some possibilities of going deeper. In the open group, we will not go that deep. So that's important for me to say, and I hope to see you both places, because I'm part of both things and supporting both things. Okay. If you order True Wealth book from Ken Honda's homepage, you will also have a bonus package with different things. Enough with advertising, but I like this, so I share it, and I would like people to join. Okay. So today we will look at decision, and are you able to read the whole text here on this slide? Good.
Yeah.
So I start with a question, and as you can see, 4 frogs are sitting at the edge of a swimming pool. Then one of them decides to jump into the pool. How many are left? That's my question. And please come in and say how many are there back.
I want to say 3, but I suppose the answer is not 3.
Just bring one more in, Simon. So again, the opening question is also for Simon that have just joined. 4 frogs are sitting on the edge of a swimming pool. Then one of them are deciding to jump into the pool. How many are left? Question. So the first answer was 3, correct? I suppose. Gary, what would you say?
I don't know. It sounds like a trick question.
I don't make tricks. I'm so honest, and I don't make tricks.
Well, obviously, if one jumped in, there's 3 left on the edge.
So you are also supporting 3 left.
Yeah, I mean, if you're asking how many are on the ledge.
But read the text. It say, then one decided to take a jump into the water.
I see.
So I will give you a second chance, Simon. I don't know if you are joining. I cannot see you on the screen. Maybe you are. Oh, yes, you are. Simon, will you join with video, or if you don't, here you are. Okay, Simon, great. And you heard the question.
Not really, but I'm reading again. Can you tell me again?
Okay, so how many frogs do you believe are sitting when the one have decided to jump into the water? 4 frogs sitting there.
3. I think 3.
3. Okay, great.
I think 4.
Share
I think
with you.
4 now. I've changed it to 4.
Okay, so there are still 4 frogs because the frog has only decided to jump. It has not jumped. And that's the big challenge with decisions, that sometimes we take a decision and we say we do this, but we don't. I suppose you all can recognize that the situation where we decide, but we don't jump. And that's part of also my starting question about small decisions and big decisions, because when it's small decisions, it's easier to jump. It's easy. But the big decisions, should I go to Thailand, or should I go to Vietnam and start my timeout area, where the study area that you talked about, Gary? That's a big decision. So you need more than the ability to take a decision for the decision to happen. You need courage. You need the courage to say, I've taken this decision and now I actually do it. Again, when it's big decision, it needs more higher or bigger courage maybe. And when small decisions, you don't need, because you are inside your comfort zone. It's easy. And you also need the skills to complete the decision. And if you don't have the skills, and we will come back to that in some of the other chapters from Ken, if you don't have the skills to complete you can either bring up those skills, like training yourself to have those new skills. You can cooperate with others that have those skills and work as a team to complete the task. And as I said in the past, you can also marry a person that have those skills, And I'll not say do that only for that reason, but again, sometimes people that are going to be married have different strong and weak sides, and they can support each other to take the jump that are necessary. Do that make sense? So we have to understand before we take a decision that we need something more than the ability to take a decision. So here's some key things from Ken's book, True Wealth, and they have highlighted something in the book that I'll just share a couple of highlights from the book, the chapters. Making a decision is creating a new future. It's a decision about things that will make a change or making you go in a direction. You could probably also take a decision to go backward. And you can take a decision to go forward. And you can take a decision about staying in the now. Or you can take, but it's part of creating your future. And sometimes when I do my lectures, I say, if we look at the word responsibility, and instead say respondability. So instead of saying responsibility, respondability. It's all about the person's ability to take a decision and go for it. And when you don't have respondability, you don't move anywhere. But you know what? Things are happening anyway. And that's the big aha moment for many people, also me, that sometimes we believe if we don't do anything, if we don't take any decision, if we don't take the jump, or that nothing will happen, that status quo will be there. No, things will happen then still, but you have no influence on the things that are happening. Do you agree with that standpoint that we cannot just say we don't take any decision, then nothing will happen? It will happen. Something will happen. And then others will take decisions on our behalf. The world will change around us. In Ken's book, Kai, in the story, I'll not say anything more about the story, like the points here, because you have to read the story if you have not. He is challenged to say something like, I will achieve the best future possible. And I just want us to have a short possibility to have that thought in ourselves for a couple of seconds. And what is that? For Gary, it's probably, without taking the word out of your mouth, to finish your book and bring it out and maybe go to Thailand. I don't know, but he will be back and maybe he will share something. But what about you two others, and also you, Annette? You can think about it when you're sailing. Annette is sitting in the boat sailing, being the captain of the boat. So do you have anything you want to share? Then open the microphone and unmute, and then say what, if you have something.
For me, I think the second chapter in the book, like what you just quoted about, I believe that I can have the best possible future. It really left a very strong impact on me, because just like what the book says, I always go for what I can currently do. Like I will go to a school that will take me due to my grades. I will go for a job that is willing to take me, but I had never considered that there's a possibility that I can have a life that is beyond what my current consciousness is aware of. I think that part of the book is very, very impactful on me. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Simon, do you want to share something? It's just an opportunity. Maybe Simon is
Yes,
thinking.
I can tell. I can tell that I have started writing a book. I have some skills to write this book. This is about the new technology of the cars. But I have a feeling that maybe sometimes I am too much complicating or to thinking about that I must do a really the best professional edition. But it's not logical because we are just humans and we are not so professionals in all things now. And it's not necessary, I think, that I think in this way, no. But I'm always doing in this
Yeah.
this circle. I'm in the loop of this circle now. Yeah.
So you wait. Is that what you say? You wait till you feel you are perfect, or wait
Yeah,
till
yeah,
it's really
that's right. What to write in the book, or that it's not too complicated, or it's not too not professional, or is too professional, no, and that's.
Yeah, I understand what you say. And it's a little bit like when people are making a software now,
Yeah.
they start bringing a little bit out, then they get feedback, then they bring a new version out with a little change and get feedback, and then and so on. You know, the development of have this circle of development, and then
Yeah.
get feedback, and then a new version is coming up and a better version, simply because they start sharing a little bit and then a little bit more. And that could be inspiration to you about don't wait. You can maybe
Yes, replace with a better version or change something and be more precise now in the future. What because when I will know my customers now what they would like to write to read now and to enjoy that, then I can show and write them. Yeah, and the start I can't now.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand.
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
So we will continue. Again, from Ken's book, your best future is always outside your current awareness, or maybe it's outside your comfort zone. I could also translate it to maybe the future or the best situation is outside your business as usual, business as where we feel comfort. So we have to take this, we have to have the courage to take the steps outside the comfort zone.
Yeah.
That's definitely one thing I have experienced myself, and
it's important in the start. No, in the start is the most important.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And,
understand. Yeah.
In the introduction, or when we started, I don't think you were there, Simon, yet, but I also announced, or I was saying that fear, when we take big decisions, the fear is coming up more than when we take small decisions. Fear of failure, fear of not being good enough, fear of the quality is not, and so on. Fear and fear and fear. So what is actually the biggest challenge is not something outside ourselves, in my opinion. It's something inside ourselves. So if we give other people or the world around us the excuse for not doing things, I believe we give wrong. We bring the attention outside ourselves and find excuses outside ourselves and not inside ourselves. And my point here is, and it's also my challenge, to really look at the inside blocks for not taking the decision or complete the decision. Yeah.
Mhm.
You can't change your entire life in a single moment, but you can change the moment. You can change I cannot read the whole text. I don't know why. Okay, now I can. But in a single moment, you can change the path you take.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and that's also bringing up in me as Morten, the necessity of having patience. So I think also Ken is talking about this, at least when he is running his seminars in the community and all that we need to have patience also, correct? And that's very much linked to complete our decisions, our task, to have time for the decision to be completed. We all have different challenges. One of mine is to give enough patience to make it big or really make an impact. Sometimes I stop before and jump to the next decision or the next project and things like that. That's my personal journey, part of it. Okay. We talked about already fear, worry, of taking a decision, and again, sometimes we stop ourselves in taking this decision because we are wondering, maybe tomorrow that there's something better waiting. Oh, maybe 3 weeks from now, something better is waiting.
Oh.
So we will bring out the decision into later, simply because we already always have this idea. The moment will never come, maybe, because we're waiting all the time. And then in Ken's book, True Wealth, he is bringing attention to 3 ways to deal with fear. And I know from many different workshops and all that, there are many ways properly, and we have to find our own way to deal with fear. But the 3 worries or the 3 ways Ken mentioned in this book is first to realize that it's natural to have fear or worries coming up. And I really like when Ken say that, not in the book maybe, I cannot remember at the present moment, but in his lectures, he say, if your vision, your decision you're going to take are not bringing up a little bit of worry, a little bit of not comfortable and all that, your decision, your vision is not big enough. And that's the point. If we don't bring up a little bit of, we are a little bit outside of, a lot out of our comfort zone, the vision, the decision is not big enough. And that's, of course, a choice we have. The second way is to focus on what is hidden behind the fear. Again, is it outside ourselves or is it inside ourselves? Recognize and work with that. And I also like this one, the more stressful the decision feels, the faster you should make it. because it will, if we don't do it, it will never happen. And I have heard many, including Ken, this, it's also my own opinion, that the universe loves speed. Like it loves when you have a clear idea about what to do, or you have an idea about what to do, take the decision and go for it. Take the decision and start moving instead of bringing it out all the time to tomorrow or later or later or later. This is I suppose you all have experienced this, that we have some fear and worries about the situation. And as it say here, that more than 90% will never occur. So fear and worries is actually a strange thing. Why is it actually there? Is it to stop us, or what is it? Is it there to bring a knowledge to ourselves? Or is the fear there for another reason? And we need to use our intuition and other skills to find out, is this fear here to stop us, or is it here to challenge us to jump anyway, or things like that? The meaning behind the word decision, you know, with the technology we have today, also AI and ChatGPT, it's easy to ask questions sometimes and get an answer. And sometimes the answer from the ChatGPT, especially the 4.0 version that I use, can be very, very good to bring inspiration. That could be inspiration to a application, inspiration to a book, inspiration to whatever. And I really use the word inspiration because I know from writing a book, if people find out, or the publisher find out, that all the things from the book is based on the chat, it will not be accepted. So I mention now that those things that I mentioned here is because I asked ChatGPT 4.0 about this to take a decision, and the chat comes up with 6 points that I would like you to go deeper into after and read see the replay and go deeper into. But it's about the choice. It's about this. Should I go in this direction, or so something to do with taking a decision, the choice, and why are we taking that choice? Because we want to go in a new direction. We want to solve a problem or whatever. And it's something to do with the decision process, about going for a goal or making, again, a difference, going the whole way. It's about commitment. And we can have a strong commitment and a very weak decision commitment, correct? So commitment also is necessary. Number 4 was influence. That this decision can influence different areas and all that, and we have to be aware about that as part of our decision making. And number 5, I like very much, consequences. All choices, all things we decide, a decision have consequences. And if we don't take a decision, it still have consequences. So and the last one is decisions can be categorized in different ways, long-term and short-term, day-to-day activities and so on, so that big and small decisions. So that's what I was exploring. And I would like to open up for what part of, the last thing I want to mention is, have you recognized that people that have a high salary, people that make a lot of money for the work, it's probably because they are responsible of taking big decisions. If you have a job where you don't have to take any decisions, you don't take any risk and all that, you have a low salary. And it's not always like that, but normally it's like that. CEOs for a big corporation makes big decisions on behalf of the company and the board of directors and all that. They make millions of kroners or dollars or whatever, simply because they have that on their shoulder or inside. They need to take the big decisions. So what do you say to this? What would you like to bring up from my presentation, as you thought about that, and bring something to the table that you want to share? Nothing? Maybe you are reflecting, and that's also okay. Maybe you are reflecting. My reason for doing this, my reason for sharing this and make over the next couple of Saturdays a chapter every time, is because I want to practice myself. And I want to share, because I know if you are challenged by sharing something that normally you will learn it more. You will be forced to practice more and so on. So I actually challenged myself also this time to go into those things here without necessarily knowing the full answer, but working with that subject myself. So just so you know my why. Yeah.
Can I share something?
Yeah.
I thought last point, the point you said about usually those who get very high salary are those people who make a lot of decisions. Actually, I never look at it that way, because I think especially when I was younger, my dream job is actually to make no decisions at all, be one of the hundreds of regular employees. And then like right now, after you share that part on decision is can be related to the amount of salary, I realized that, oh, that is how I had blocked myself from receiving more. Yeah. So it's very interesting, because I actually never thought about it that way. Yeah.
But I like one of the things I like with Ken Honda's message when it comes to happy money mindset is that money is not necessarily the reason for being happy. And it should be the opposite way, that money is a byproduct of being happy and do what you love and being having a good life and all that, and then living your passion and whatever. And then money is part of it. Instead of, I believe, because I have been together with many people in big corporations, and also the CEOs that makes a lot of money. But the good question is, Are they healthy? Are they too stressed? So yeah, I know that from myself as well. Are they never home together with the children and the family because they are so busy, making more and more money and decisions? So it's up to people to find their own recipe of what is. So for my situation, when I was 25, I was responsible for 146 stores in Denmark. I was the sales and marketing manager, and I was taking a lot of decisions, and we had 600 employees, and I became sick. Maybe also because I was young, 25. I had a lot of responsibility and had to take decisions that I was not ready for. I suppose I would handle the situation a lot better today when I'm 60, 61 actually. But I just bring up that when I was young, and that's also part of my new book, my hunt for success was different. My hunt for a lot of money and a nice car and party, what it was there more. So it changed. So I'm not totally fan of people have to find their own journey, and yeah. So I'm definitely not going after being CEO for a huge company. I have another journey for me. That's more and more clear. Did that make sense that I shared that to your reflection? But that's my reflection to your reflection. Yeah.
I think it's also said in Ken's book that like because okay, I don't want to give too much spoilers, but one part had him going to Bhutan, and then in the story, the main character K, he was like saying, yeah, people in Bhutan is happy, but then they stay the same, and he needs to find the balance between staying the same and achieving goals. I think like it makes me think of this because yeah, it's true that money don't make us happy, but at the same time, not everyone is happy with just having enough. Like some people want a bit more, some people want a lot more, and some people want to reduce. Yeah. So that's why I really love the book. I actually finished reading the book in 2 days.
Yeah.
I love it a lot.
That's great. So we're getting closer and closer to 11 o'clock, and I hope you will join next Saturday, because next Saturday we have another exciting topic about intuition. And I suppose we all have experienced intuition as part of our life, but next Saturday from 10 to 11 European time, we will explore intuition. And yeah, I look forward to that. So I will give before we end, I would like, if anyone wants to share anything, it could also be an announcement. Gary, that could also be that you have an announcement about something. Again, I would love people that watch this replay to consider being part of Ken Honda's I Got to Living community, because there you can study this even more and go deeper. So do you have anything you want to say, Gary, about that?
You mean about the community?
Yeah, very short. Something that is bringing some interest to maybe look into Ken Honda's website and considering being part of the community. I know people can join 1 month for free, correct? Or could you expand on that opportunity? And why should they maybe go in and look at Ken Honda's homepage.
Well, I'm not sure about a couple of the people here, whether you folks are members, but I think all I can say about the community is that my own experience, and that is, I came in totally different, and opportunities started opening up for me just for the fact that I'm part of the community. And I found a lot of like-minded people that were all working together to try to help each other. There's no competition here because we all have these unique dreams and things that we're going for. So nobody's really stepping on each other's toes here. Everybody's have their own thing, but we're all helping each other. And so, aside from that, I think the detriment to this community actually is the price, because it's so low. It's like $8.88 a month, and the first month is free. And most people, and this is what I did. I didn't even bother coming to the talks and other things for the first 3 months, and which was a mistake, obviously. But it's because it's so cheap. A lot of us say, if it was $29 or something every month being taken out of my account, I'd say, I'm going to try to make the meetings or something. But at $9, most people nowadays in America, you can't find lunch for $9 anymore. It's like 20 something bucks now in America for lunch. So that's all I have to say.
Great, and I can also say that since I show this in the open group, the European open group, with the people that are not necessarily part of the community, LAC community, I want to say that in the community, you will meet Ken Honda every month with a topic call where he will be there online. And for me, that have been one of the main reasons also for being there to actually get some inspiration from Ken. There are many other reasons, but this is a very good reason for trying to be there for a while and explore how can I get inspired and how can I expand my happy money mindset. So thank you to you that have joined and see the replay, and I hope to see you next Saturday from 10 to 11, the same time, where we will explore intuition. So thank you to you that joined. Aloha.
Thank you, Martin.